Hey y'all, welcome to South Carolina. I just wanted to hop on here real quick before this next video and let you know that we are going to start a new series called Foster Focus Fridays. So on Fridays, I'm going to be putting up a video of all of the animals that we have in foster. There may be some that are going to focus a little bit more on some rather than others, but just to kind of give you an idea of who we've got in foster. I'll post links to our PayPal and Venmo accounts so that if you would like to and are able to donate money, you can. We are not a 501c3 yet, so it's not tax deductible, but I am working on that, and I can let you guys know as soon as I am. But I do promise you that all monies donated are going to the care of these animals, food and medical care and just things, the improvements to the building that they're being housed in, things like that, so that we can make their time with us as comfortable as possible, make them as happy as possible. I was able to buy Owen a really nice little dog bed. It was fairly inexpensive at Tractor Supply, but without your donations, I wouldn't have been able to do that. We also had somebody who donated a little bit of money to the animal hospital where I work, and if you want to do that, you're welcome to as well. It's Anderson Animal Hospital in Hartsville, South Carolina. I will put the information in the description below. If you would like to call them and make a donation, it will go directly onto my friend Gail's account to be used for Owen's medical care. I already had somebody do that. If you would like to order items from our Amazon wish list, I will post a link to that. And if you would like to order food for us, for the animals, that would be wonderful as well. I don't have food on our Amazon wish list, but you're welcome to go Amazon, Chewy, wherever you purchase food, to have it sent. And I will put my email in the description below, and you can email me for the address to send food to. It would be absolutely wonderful. I had somebody a couple of days ago ask what we need the most. Right now, I think what we need the most is like blankets, bedding, things like that, because the kittens and Owen, I mean, they're all still young, and so they go through a lot of bedding. I'm constantly washing blankets and towels and things like that. So puppy pee pads, I just bought a pack the other day with some of the donation money, but that's helpful to have as well. The kittens like to spill their water, so it's really nice to have those pee pads to kind of soak everything up so that they're not laying in puddles of water when they're in their kennels. And Owen as well, if he pees or anything, I like to have the puppy pee pads down. Owen's doing really well for the most part. He's pretty much potty trained. He does still have some accidents, but he's a puppy, and gosh only knows what happened to him before we got him. So but I did a little video this morning of all of them while I was in there cleaning up and playing with them and hanging out with them. So that is here to follow, and I'll put the links to everything in the description below. If you have any questions, put it in the comments below, or feel free to reach out by email, and we'll see you guys soon. Thanks for joining us. Hey y'all, welcome to Foster Focus Friday here at Camelot Animal Rescue and Sanctuary. So what you see here are the kittens playing. I've got their kennels outside. I've got to hose them down, and so they're getting some time. This is our shed where we store a lot of our stuff, but we've also kind of turned it into a bit of a nursery, if you will, for the animals. And we've got, thanks to some generous donations, we were able to get a window AC unit. I know it's not insulated yet, but that is coming, hopefully. And then I was able to get this stand fan, so that when I run the AC unit, the fan will draw the air further into the room. The kittens were in the laundry room here, in kennels, but it was getting way too warm in here, even with the AC, because the AC can only do so much without insulation. So I'm probably going to wind up hanging a curtain in this doorway, and just kind of separate this area so that most of the cool air can stay in here, at least for the time that we have animals in here. We had talked about putting a curtain in the doorway anyway, so That is something that's in the works as well. And I'm probably going to go ahead and hang curtains, insulating curtains on these windows as well. It's great for letting light in. However, it also lets heat in because they're single pane windows. So I'll probably put some curtains up as well. So the little ones that you see running around, the bigger black, and she's actually a black tabby. If you can see, if you get the right angle there, you can see the tabby stripes underneath that black fur. So this is Stevie Nicks. Stevie was found under someone's car in a Walmart parking lot. Myself and some Good Samaritans rescued her, pulled her out, and she is currently sponsored by Darlington County Humane Society. All the kittens are sponsored by the Humane Society in conjunction with Camelot. Whoever gets them adopted first wins. It doesn't really matter to me either way. If you guys want to adopt through me, you are more than welcome to. If you want to adopt through the Humane Society, I will try to remember to put a link in the video below so that you can fill out the Humane Society application. So that's Stevie Nicks. Stevie Nicks is the oldest, and she's the one that's been here the longest, by about a month, I believe. And next is going to be, this is Juliet. So Juliet is a little female brown and white tabby. She and that tiny little black one, who I'm calling Maverick, where he just went, Maverick, and Juliet were found together by our friend Raina Stout. She found them on the side of the road, and immediately messaged my friend Gail and said, can you guys help? And Gail messaged me and said, can we help? And I said, of course. It'll be good for Stevie to have kittens to play with, and it's been fantastic. So Juliet and our other one, Robin, who is that little tiny black and white one back there. Oh, you can't really see her back there very well, but she's playing with Maverick. Hopefully she'll come out here soon. But Robin was brought in by a Good Samaritan to the animal hospital where I work. So she's the latest arrival. She came the day after Juliet and Maverick. So she is maybe a couple of days older than Juliet and Maverick, but not by much. She's just slightly bigger, but again, not by much. None of the kittens, except for Stevie. Stevie's had her, where's she? Stevie has had her first set of vaccines, and she's been dewormed. She's feline leukemia FIV negative. We did test her already. These three are too young to be tested and vaccinated. They have all been dewormed, but they have not been feline leukemia FIV tested. They have not had their first set of vaccines. And you can, there's, she's not going to come out. She's on that bottom shelf down there. But y'all, these kittens, they're probably, the little ones are probably somewhere around 3 to 4 weeks old. We imagine Stevie is between 9 and 12 weeks old. And again, they're all up for adoption either through myself. You can message me, or I will provide a link, an email link below. You can message me, or I will try to post a link to the Darlington County Humane Society application, and you will just put on there Christy, Grubb, Foster, Stevie Nicks, Juliet, Maverick, or Robin. Now on to our medical foster. So this is Owen. Owen, here, I'll actually let Owen out. Let me pick up the kitten food because he will go straight for it. Owen was found on the side of the road by Gail. He was actually tethered with a leash and collar to a pole on the side of the road. It was it's a very busy 5-lane highway that runs between Hartsville and all the way up to Florence, but it was in the Hartsville area, literally like a mile and a half from the clinic where I work. Literally, guys, a mile and a half from the clinic where I work. And they could have brought this dog into my clinic and talked to Jeannie and surrendered it, but instead they chose to tie him to a pole where he was either going to die of heat exposure, dehydration, exhaustion, or something would probably have gotten him, or he would have chewed the leash and collar, or the leash and gotten away and run into traffic. Those are some of the scenarios that I imagine probably awaited him had Gail not spotted him and picked him up. So Owen is mostly crate trained, honestly. He does pretty well in his crate, as long as I make sure that I let him out shortly after feeding, or actually I've been feeding him outside because the weather's been so nice. So I've been feeding him outside. And he has fantastic recall. We feel like he's probably between 6 and 9 months old. And he actually has fantastic recall. He already knows his name. He comes when called. He stays in the yard. If I happen to let him out without a leash on, he stays in the yard, and our yard's not fenced. He doesn't go anywhere. He has no desire to go anywhere. His biggest thing right now is the constant search for food. As you can see, he's very, very thin. It doesn't really even convey on video just how thin he is. But it's pretty bad, y'all. And he has demodectic mange, which is a non-contagious mange that has caused him to itch and scratch and has caused him to get a little bit of a skin infection. So he is currently being bathed a couple of times a week, and he is on antibiotics for the skin infection. And Owen, good boy, good job. And in a couple of weeks, he will go back in for a reevaluation of his skin, see if we can stop those antibiotics, and go ahead and get his first set of vaccines done. He'll get 2 rounds of vaccines because of his age. He'll get 2 distemper vaccines, 2 lepto vaccines, a kennel cough, and a rabies, and then he'll be ready to be neutered. We are planning on neutering him with the funds that we got from you guys, from all the generous donations. We're planning on using that money for all of his vaccines, all of his vetting. Like I said, we were able, with the generous donations, to get the air conditioner and the fan. I got him some toys. We bought some food. I bought him a nice bed at Tractor Supply. And it's been wonderful, you guys. The donations have just exceeded my expectations, and are so appreciated. We're able to take care of both the kittens and the puppy with the donations that were sent in. So that is Foster Focus Friday. Like I said, I will try to post a link below for the Humane Society adoption application, and I will put my contact information below. I'll also put links to our PayPal and Venmo accounts where people have been leaving donations. If you can and want to, that's a fantastic way to donate to help us out. If you can't, it's fine. No worries. We also have an Amazon wish list, and I'll post that as well. It's got things like blankets and toys and all kinds of things for kittens and puppies. And if you want to send food, you can message me and I can send you the address to have food sent through Chewy or through Amazon, whichever company you want to use. So that's it. That's Foster Focus Friday. Thanks for coming along with us. We'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.